This is the town of Walla Walla. Let me take a moment to tell you how we live. Our ladies like to keep up with the latest fashions. Including hats and accessories. This is how we decorate our homes. Our Walla Walla men are debonair. Most of them sport mustaches. They like to go hunting and fishing. Walla Wallans like to spend their time socializing. Their main hobby is keeping an eye on the neighbors. We have no cell phones, internet, or TV in 1895. So we get all our information from the Walla Walla Gazette. This issue is October 19th, 1895. Killed a big bear. Arthur Evers, an 18-year-old hunter, brought to Walla Walla lately the choicest meat from a big brown bear, thought to weigh in the neighborhood of 400 pounds. Arthur had gone to the Salmon River Mountains, about 40 miles from Walla Walla, with two other hunters, Miles Kiger and Fay LeGros. But the glory of killing the bear happened to fall on himself alone. He had concluded that his outing had lasted long enough and was on his return home to resume work in George Bye's printing establishment. When about 10 miles from camp, he heard a noise in the brush at the side of the trail, and there emerged from the thicket a bruin that looked almost as large as a cow. Arthur's horse became unmanageable, and he dismounted, the animal breaking loose from him and galloping away in terror. Meantime, the bear trotted down a slope, while Arthur hurriedly unpacked his gun from its case, loaded the weapon, and fired, the bear being 100 yards distant. It was a good shot. It was a moment of glorious victory, and Arthur decided, doubtless with no little exultation, to return to camp and inform his comrades of his good luck. This he did, and all went to the scene of the combat. Young Evers took some of the best meat to bring home. Adventures usually fall to Arthur in his hunts. During the summer of 1894, he was hunting with other boys in the Wallowa Mountains, in an altitude so high that snow remains the entire year. While out alone, he shot a grizzly but merely wounded it. The animal made for Arthur, who only escaped one peril by entering another, as in his effort to get away, he slipped down the icy slopes of a canyon. After a terrible slide, he was fortunate enough to stop himself in some soft snow. The grizzly was not anxious to convert himself into a toboggan and did not follow. The meat of the brown bear was left at the first street market, where it was soon disposed of. Say, if you're enjoying listening to the stories in this newspaper, I encourage you to subscribe. Thank you. Coal, $6.50 per ton delivered. Eugene Tosick, Office Steam Laundry. From our exchanges, the best items culled for readers of the Gazette. A baby orchid. Few things at the Dalles Fair have attracted more curiosity, not to say interest and admiration, than the baby orchid, kindly lent for the occasion by Mrs. O.D. Doan of this city, says the Chronicle. The plant is in full bloom, and though exceedingly beautiful, it is not more so than thousands of others which adorn our houses. The remarkable thing about it is that in the center of each flower is the form of a tiny but well-shaped and clearly outlined baby, with feet and hands and head and eyes almost as perfect as life. The baby rests on the stem of a small leaf resembling a translucent seashell, which hovering over is a white dove with wings outstretched and a head bent, as if watching intently the little form below. Hung his brother. The 6-year-old son of William Skunkweiler attended the hanging bee in this city and then went home and strung up his little brother, says the East Washingtonian, published at Pomeroy. He tied a cord around the youngster's neck and swung him to the gatepost, being careful to get his feet clear from the ground. He wasn't on to his job, however, for the knot slipped, which was a good thing, for otherwise the victim might have been pretty badly choked when his mother came to the rescue. Probably a libel. The following from the Milton Eagle may be regarded with suspicion as it refers to a rival town. An Athena man purchased a revolver for his wife and assisted on target practice so that she could defend the home in case of his absence. After a bullet had been dug out of his leg and the cow buried, he said he guessed she had better shoot with an axe. Local notes. For a good bargain in real estate, call at the Gazette office. Have your packages delivered by City Parcel Delivery Wagon. It is reported the Nez Perce Reservation will be thrown open for settlement on November 1st. Stereopticon for sale. Fine instrument, a bargain in cash or trade. Apply or address the Gazette. Lost. A brown Irish setter pup, 3 months old. Finder will be rewarded by delivering the same at office of Walla Walla Produce Co. Call and see Mellon and Nicholson's new stock of goods. Suits made at reasonable prices. 2 Athena men named Humboldt and Navin visited Walla Walla Monday and saw the elephant. To do this properly required an edge, which they acquired. While in some Rose Street resort, Humboldt stated to the police he was relieved of about $60, as he could give no definite information as to the place and circumstances. The officers could do nothing for him, and the 2 unlucky visitors returned home.